Hi there, welcome to this tutorial. My name is Freddy Frogs. I'm a certified Ableton trainer. I'm going to show you two different techniques today. Two very simple techniques you probably know about. Once they're put together, they can be very creative. The first one is the sample offset modulation that enables us to reorder the timeline of an audio file. The second one is the waveform replacement. So I'm going to use both these techniques to come up with some cool variations. I've got a beat here, a track I'm working on at the moment. It's far from finished, but you're going to get an idea here. I'm going to play you the different elements. First the drums, the bass, the organ, the accordion, and the brass. So we've got 5 or 6 elements working together here. Far from finished, but good enough to show you these techniques. So the drum part is made of different drum tracks, all merged under a drum bus. So I'm going to create a brand new audio track and ask this audio track to listen to the drum bus, arm it, and re-record all these drum parts on the one audio file, so I can apply sample offset modulation. There we go. Cool. So I'm going to trim that properly. That's it. So now I can listen to this new recording. So that's my drum beat, just like it was before. I'm going to ensure that the file is warped under the beat mode, not the other mode, the beat mode. Sample offset only works on beats mode. I'm going to open the clip envelopes using the E icon here and reach for the sample offset modulation. Here, this red line now represents time as it goes by from left to right, a linear timeline. I can reorder the audio using this line. If I go up from this line, I'm asking Live to replace the audio under that semi-quaver with the audio playing 1 semi-quaver behind, or 2 semi-quavers behind, or 3 semi-quavers behind. I can also go down from the line and ask Live to replace the audio with audio that has already played. So 1 semi-quaver before, 2 semi-quavers before, etc. So I can, for example, here play the snare. That's the snare here. I can play the snare because it's 2 semi-quavers ahead, and I can play again that snare because it's 2 semi-quavers before. See, so that's the idea behind this little manipulation. So you got to search for it to work properly. You're going to try different things, and then eventually you'll find some cool reordering. Yeah, so you can find some cool stuff to do. Yeah, I'll change from the drum beat here. Yeah, it's quite cool when the percussions get reordered. Yeah, you're cool. So that's pretty cool. I mean, you gotta find really the right things to do, really. Yeah, you can also go over to quavers, so 8th quantization here, and get some slightly stronger variations here, because now you're reordering quavers. Yeah, so you can hear the reordering. It's pretty cool on drums. What we're going to do now is apply the same modulation to other parts of the track. So what I'm going to do is resample the brass. So I'm going to create a new track, ask it to listen to the brass, re-record it on a new audio file, like so. I need to do that because the brass is made of different parts, so I need to merge them. That's it. I'm going to do the same thing for the organ here. So let's create a new audio track. Ask this track to listen to the organ. Where is my organ? There it is. And arm it and record it here. The organ is on the MIDI. So I don't want MIDI files, I want audio files. That's why I need to re-record it. Okay, so I'm going to save these 2 parts. I'm just going to delete these guys first. Just going to save these 2 parts by dragging them under the project folder. Well, that's the brass, and that would be the organ. There we go. Like so. Sweet. So now I'm going to replace these files using the drum parts. I'm going to press Alt option and copy the drum parts over and instead of the other parts. So I've got 3 times the drum parts. Not very useful, but look what I'm going to do now. I'm going to double click this clip so I can see the waveform, and I'm going to drop the brass here, not there, right there onto the waveform. And look, it's kept the sample offset I applied to the drums. So I'm not sure how it's going to sound on the brass, but I know that it's going to give a nice symbiosis between the movements of the drums and the movement of the brass. I'm going to move the levels up. Oh yeah, that worked really well here on the yeah, here it didn't work too well. I'm going to take it off. Oh yeah, that's working really well here. Let's do the same thing with the organ just to check it out. Open the file so you can see the waveform. That's still the drums. Remember, I replaced it with the drums. I'm going to grab the organ and oof, drop it instead. Let's see how it works. Oh, couldn't hear much. Let's bring the levels. Yeah, so you see, you can get a really good symbiosis between the elements using this waveform replacement technique. Nothing too complex here, but I find this flow pretty amusing and way creative. So you don't know until you give it a go, isn't it? So you've got to try things. They work, they don't work. But I think it's a pretty cool way to create glitchy transitions. Speak soon. Bye.